Welcome to our YouTube channel. This is Tech Tuesdays. My name is Peter Su. I'm from Alpha Logics. We're a Sydney-based managed service provider. We specialize in cybersecurity surveillance. For this week, we're going to be talking about cybersecurity. Now, that word always gets thrown around. What is it? How does it impact me? And how can I prevent myself? Now, last week, we've had a couple of customers that call us that had been hacked. The actual machines were infiltrated by an email spam, which they clicked onto. And unfortunately, because they didn't have the proper security on their devices, the hacker was able to actually connect onto all of the contacts and resend that same hack to the entire list. So let's dive into exactly what actually happened and show you the scenarios. Now, as you can see here, the hacker actually sent an email notification to the customer. The email was actually a PDF, and or it funny enough, it actually also came in as well as a OneNote entry. Now, unfortunately, the user actually clicked onto it. So here's one of the emails. Now, when you click onto it, it opens up something like this, and it's very sophisticated because it actually looking for a request for proposal. This is kind of like a government request. Or government or a council that would request for invitations to bid for opportunities. User was not sure exactly what it was, but they actually clicked on to view PDF document. Now, if we looked at the that option, it started to see what we saw was that when you open this, you can see on the bottom left hand corner there was a URL that it goes to, right? This is very interesting because it's actually going to a RFP document scan. I'm not very comfortable with this at all because it's actually running a particular installation, right, on the local device. There was another one that we actually have, which forwarded a URL link. And this link directed us to a particular file. I do not want to open this because this was also got and also a potential hack that managed to go through. So what actually happened was, since they installed the entire email, it looked through all of the affected users' contact list and sent the exact same out to his entire contact. Multiple other companies that this individual worked for, they also got the infiltration as well. So company C and company D, everyone on their contact list got received this. Now, if they also clicked onto that PDF and that document, the same cycle goes across. So which means that company B would have forwarded all his contact list to company, let's say company C, company E. Oh, and then company F, right? And the chain just keeps going more over more and more and more and more. Now, the fact that this machine is now infested with that malware, it's it's not compliant. Now, because it's not compliant, we had to we had to reinstall Windows from the very beginning again, right? Because unfortunately, the user did not have any antivirus or malware installed on there to protect them from this. They didn't have any patching. There wasn't any scans. It was the laptop was actually purchased, from JB Hi-Fi. So people, as a small business owner, I get it. We're all looking for a saving. Uh, Look, I would do the exact same thing, right? So I would generally go through to any of these laptops that I can see, pick out one, and when I do look at one of these, what I generally look for is it's functional not only for home, but it also is functional for business as well. Now, what we found was a lot of business owners buy a Windows machine which has Windows 11 Home. Now, Windows 11 Home is great for personal use. If you take the same operating system to professional enterprise environments, it fails to protect you from hackers, right? If you don't have the proper antivirus, you don't have the proper scans in place, the procedures, unfortunately, Windows 11 Home is not the best version for you. Now, there is a way to upgrade, right? Please speak to us. We're happy to guide you through on how to upgrade to Windows 11 Pro, and that will help get your machines up to an enterprise or business level so that you can manage them properly, right? So for us, we use NinjaOne. So what we've done is we because of this uh, machine has been infected. What we did was we actually got the machine got the machine installed into Windows 11, right? Windows 11 Home. Everything's back to normal, right? Nothing all brand new, all bloatware, all the nitty gritty stuff that when you buy it from JB Hi-Fi, for example. And then what we did was we actually installed our NinjaOne agent on there. Now, what does the NinjaOne agent actually do? Is that it is uh, a probe that is installed for that machine, and what that does is that allows us to monitor the machine itself. It gives us the compute, how much memory it has, how much disk space, and the network adapters. We can see all the product keys, we can see the versions, we can see all the activity that's going through it. And the best thing is, right? The best thing is we can actually also see what all the installed applications or software that's associated to this. We also get details of what's actually happened, really deep down details of the device, right? And it also has, gives us an indication of what antivirus this has. Now, we all see the activity as well. So we can audit what's actually going on with this device. With all of our devices, there is a patch management scan that we offer on all of the machines that we manage as a work work shop workstation support manage, and then we also software patch and update any of the software that you currently work on a daily basis. Now, if it's a SaaS, which is a cloud portal, generally we try and enforce some browser policies and making sure that your machine is compliant. And then we also look at uh, pushing an enforcement for reboots, because a lot of these patches require reboots during that time. So with that, we also with that, that's how we've secured our devices from a support perspective from our MSP. Now, we also found that after we've done all this, the user was unable to actually receive emails. So for a good half a day, the user was still operational on their new machine, right? That we've got all the agents installed, everything's scanning, brand new machine. But every time someone sent an email to the user, we the user was not receiving that email on the inbox, which was very curious, right? And we were questioning why that was actually the case because we found that when we looked at the mail trace, emails were coming through the exchange. We saw and the sender kept saying that they've sent the email. And what we found was that all the emails that were sent actually went to a mailbox, sorry, the folder called conversation history. And what it actually did was that it sent every single email that came in and it marked it as read. Now, sometimes you won't be able to see it on Outlook here, but what we've done was that we actually found the incident. We actually found the incident on a rule that they created. Now, the rule they created was very, very smart because you could see here there was two rules. One rule here that any emails with the sender of rhc.com.au would move to a junk mailbox and be marked as read. The second one that they created, this is very clever, was this one here that applied to all messages. So every single email or message moved to the conversation history and marked as read. So what that meant was that every single email that came in went to that conversation mailbox and the user was not aware of that happening. We found that and we managed to delete that rule and move all the emails from the conversation history and moved it back into the inbox for the user. And we tested all this and it actually started working amazingly after that. So, in the event that that actually does happen, please get in contact with us because we understand the severity. We do know how important your business is. We protect not only from your devices, but we also have server and handset device management as well. But for this week, please stay safe. Please don't open emails, attachments where you don't know. Validate their email address before you open up anything like that, because you could be on the same boat. Thank you for this week. Looking forward to seeing you next week. Bye.